My name's Cable. I'm here for the kid.
What? The kid?
Move or die.
Deadpool, the Merc with a Mouth, is back for another adventure in how many meta jokes you can tell about other superhero movies in one superhero movie. Does it match the original? Is it as good? I will let you know, but first, subscribe to GameSpot Universe for more stuff about the stuff you love. Superhero movies are full of cliches. Deadpool is no exception. Deadpool 2 also is no exception. The difference is Deadpool usually is happy to break the fourth wall and make fun of itself for relying on those cliches. Think about like the superhero landing scene in the first movie.
Woo! Superhero landing! Yeah, that's really hard on your knees.
In Deadpool 2, there's like a scene where he like dives in front of a bullet and he lands and then he goes, "You guys got that in slow motion, right?" Like, think about that kind of thing. The problem is when Deadpool 2 doesn't do that, and there's a glaring example in this movie. In the opening scenes, Deadpool 2 falls back on a really boring, really cliched, really bad trope, and then the rest of the movie is defined by it, and it's kind of a huge bummer. At the same time, it's still Deadpool. It's still funny, it's irreverent, and it's kind of gross in the ways that we like. And if you like the original, you're probably gonna like this movie overall as well. To explain too much about Deadpool 2's plot would kind of spoil it. It's hard to talk about it without ruining it, but suffice to say, things don't go well for Wade Wilson right from the start. For a lot of this movie, Deadpool is just kind of sad and wallowing in it. He's like a more obnoxious version of Tony Stark from the Iron Man sequels, where he's drunk and mopey, but with way more dick jokes. At the same time, Deadpool 2 is full of bait and switches. Characters you thought were going to be important wind up barely mattering, and the other way around. The so-called X-Force, including Bedlam, Zeitgeist, Peter, and Shatterstar, aren't featured nearly as heavily as the trailers led us to believe. The exception, luckily, is Zazie Beetz' Domino, who's actually the freshest part of the entire film. Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Colossus get about as much time as they did in the first Deadpool, which is not enough, while the new character in their crew, Yukio, is only on screen for about 20 seconds total. Which is a huge bummer, because she's cool too. On the other hand, there's Julian Dennison's character. He plays Fire Fist, which is a dumb nickname that Wade is quick to make fun of course. This actor was great in Hunt for the Wilder People, which was the previous movie by Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi, but he's not really playing to his strengths here, and his character doesn't always work. The other big problem with Deadpool 2's plot is that it doesn't really give you a reason to care about the same things that the characters care about. Like, for large chunks of the movie, Deadpool wants one thing, and you as the viewer will want something very different, and there's like a dissonance there that makes it not as fun as it should be. Cable and Domino are really f***ing cool, but neither of them gets enough screen time, and their characters aren't really explored beyond their basic motivations. All that said, Deadpool 2 is just as hilarious as the original was.
Any power you want to tell us about?
I don't have one. I just saw the ad.
You're in.
The best jokes in Deadpool always come from breaking the fourth wall and making references to and making fun of other superhero movies and characters. Deadpool 2 pokes fun at the DC movies universe, Infinity War, the other Marvel movies, the other X-Men movies, and even certain previous Ryan Reynolds superhero roles. There's some really fun cameos, and the introduction of time travel through Cable makes for some really good gags. The action is still super stylish and fun and gory in all the right ways, and it gets even more fun with the new characters' powers. Domino's power of just having really good luck, despite Wade's skepticism, actually winds up being awesome. She kind of just like floats through action scenes without getting a scratch on her, and everything just works out, and it's really fun. Cable makes really good use of his Winter Soldier arm, as Deadpool refers to it, and Deadpool himself uses his own regenerating body in horrifying new ways. At one point he gets his legs cut off and has to regrow the entire bottom half of his body, and he spends an entire scene shirt-ing it. I'm not going to explain what that is, but picture Winnie the Pooh. So here's what's good. The humor overall, the meta jokes, the fourth wall breaking is still hilarious. Deadpool is really charming in his own twisted way. Cable and Domino are really cool, and the action is a stylish blast. Here's what's bad. The overarching plot doesn't really work. It doesn't really give you a reason to care about the same things that the characters care about, which isn't a great experience as a viewer. It relies way too heavily on these super boring, really cliched tropes, and all the new characters aren't explored nearly enough, especially Domino and Cable. Overall, Deadpool 2 mostly works for all the same reasons that the original did. It's hilarious, Ryan Reynolds is really great as Deadpool, the action is super stylish and gory, and it's just overall a lot of fun, even when it's a huge downer. Despite its flaws, Deadpool 2 delivers the laughs, the action, and the gruesome, horrible maimings that fans want.
And that is why Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is pure pornography.
Oh, God, I wish I finished college.
Thank you guys for watching. Hit me up on Twitter. I am at Rogue Cheddar. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think of Deadpool, what you think of Deadpool 2 after you see it. In the meantime, since this is a Deadpool review and it has to be meta, I'm gonna go start working on my review of my review. See you next time.